Our son got hit in the football game and had to enter the concussion protocol. He was emotional, confused, and nauseous for a few weeks before he looked like himself again.
I hit my head on the sidewalk, but I don't remember falling. I remember being in the ambulance after, but that's all.
My fiance was in an explosion in combat. When he returned, he had trouble finding words, organizing his thoughts, and paying attention to conversations. It was so hard for him.
I hit my head on a steel beam at work and it knocked me out. I had to stay home for 2 weeks. Lights and noise really bothered me, and I didn't feel well at all.
These are the voices of people who experienced a traumatic brain injury, and the voices of people who care about them. Traumatic brain injury, or TBI, is a common injury, and people can experience effects that last anywhere from a few hours to their entire lifetime. In some instances, TBI can be deadly. Knowing signs and symptoms of TBI and knowing when to call for help empowers family and friends to make a difference. TBI is caused by a blow to the head that causes the brain to have problems functioning. Many people experience bumps or jolts and don't end up with TBI. Brain injuries can be mild, moderate, or severe. The vast majority of TBIs are mild and are commonly known as concussions. Most people who suffer a concussion recover completely, although people are at risk for more problems if they hit their heads again, especially if they're still recovering from the first concussion. Signs of a concussion generally are seen in 4 areas. Physical. People sometimes experience nausea or vomiting after concussions. They may feel dizzy and sensitive to light and sound. They may also have headaches and be really tired. These symptoms may only last for hours, but can sometimes continue for days or even weeks. Emotional. People who have concussions can sometimes experience intense emotions. They may cry easily and feel depressed, irritable, or anxious. Thinking and remembering. People may have trouble thinking clearly. They may have trouble remembering new information or concentrating on tasks or conversations. Some people say they feel like they're in slow motion. Sleep. After a concussion, people may sleep a lot more or a lot less than usual. TBIs can also be diagnosed as moderate or severe. This depends on how long people are unconscious and by medical tests done by doctors after the injury. Any head injury can be dangerous, and getting medical attention is always encouraged. Definitely get emergency medical attention if someone is unconscious, confusioned, has seizures or slurred speech, if they keep vomiting, or if they feel numb or weak. The type and duration of treatment for TBI depends on how bad the injury is. A mild TBI or concussion often benefits from rest and time. Treatment for moderate or severe TBI is typically a combination of physical, occupational, and cognitive therapy that helps people find new ways of thinking, planning, and completing activities. Neuropsychologists are often involved in testing and creating rehabilitation plans based on the areas of the brain that are injured. Families are an important part of treatment success, and there are many ways to support people who have lived through TBI. Traumatic brain injury can impact people's lives in many ways, from a few symptoms lasting only hours to a lifetime of disability. Head injuries are common, and the hours and days afterward can be scary. But if you know the signs of TBI and get prompt medical treatment, people often recover from TBI, returning to the lives they've always lived. For those with TBI, with treatment comes hope.